Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am here to test out something very exciting. I am finally testing out the Elf what's it called, Halo Glow liquid filter. So I have had this for ages, so I actually ordered this when you could only get it if you're like a premium member. I ordered it, I got it delivered to my mum's because I didn't know if it would arrive before I moved, and it did, but my mum got COVID, so I was unable to go there. But last week I kind of picked it up as I was like standing outside, so I got my package. I was very happy because again, everyone has been raving about this, calling it the next dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury filter liquid like foundation. I never remember what it's called. And of course recently Collection came out with their version, which is I believe called the Flawless filter, and yeah, I got the shade, I think I got the shade number 2. So I got Fair Light. So it comes in about 5 or 6 different shades, and if you haven't heard anything about it, this is essentially a liquid highlighter, liquid like foundation kind of thing. It's a mixture of different things. So this is wear alone or wear under or over your makeup, mixed with foundation, or as a highlighter, apply it to desired areas and blend into the skin. So what I'm actually going to do is use this with my foundation today to kind of mix it in to see if it does anything. I also picked up the Power Grip primer. Finally I have this as well, but I'm going to save this for another video because I don't want to add 2 primers in one video because it just wouldn't really work, to be honest, obviously. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to mix it with my camo kind of CC cream. I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation in all honesty, and mainly because the shade is a bit too light for me, but what I am going to do is mix them together and show you guys what it does. So in case you haven't seen like the doe foot for this, it's just really nice and just simple, to be honest. So it's a standard massive doe foot. So I'm going to put it on my ISO Clean palette. I'm just going to get a couple of dips. I don't really know what the kind of word is. I don't like that noise at all. I don't see any kind of like luminosity to this. It's just like, looks like a standard kind of like foundation, and I'm going to add like maybe 1 pump or 2 pumps of this to kind of blend it in. A bit more than that. I think I'm kind of running out of this almost because I have been using it a lot. Is there any left? What a great start. I definitely have some left of this because I haven't used it all up. This is so strange. I haven't even, and it's not really dried because it's not that hard. Anyway, if it's not going to work, then I'm just going to use more of the filter to like apply it on my skin. So I've got a damp beauty sponge and I'm just going to tap it in to kind of mix it up a bit, and then let's just apply. So I don't have anything else on my skin, I just have my normal skin basically. So I'm going to use this obviously as like my primer and also to help along with the foundation. And this foundation itself, like the CC cream, I don't think it's kind of as amazing as a lot of people say it is. I know recently Elf came out with their powder foundation, which a lot of people rave about. I am not, again, the biggest fan. I don't think I've really ever been a fan of Elf's kind of foundation because I just don't think any of them really kind of work for me personally. I know that a lot of people do rave about them and absolutely love them, which is great. They're just not for me basically. But this seems to be giving me a little bit of coverage. Again, I think it is mainly the CC cream. I've watched a few people review like the filter and using it by itself and making it look really glowy and kind of illuminizing, and I don't want my skin to always look so dewy, so I was kind of a bit like, let's give this a go. But because I like to test out new products, I'm kind of just like, what's new, what's going to be kind of like in what people want to see. And I did want to try this anyway because I really like the Collection one, even though it was like so crazy hyped, like actually insanely hyped. I'm going to add a bit more on here, and I guess the same with this one now as well. Everyone is like talking about it. I actually picked it up before it like sold out on the Elf website, so I was kind of like, because I've got like the loyalty program or whatever it is, it's easy to like it's free to join as well, so whenever you purchase things you accumulate points and you know you get early access to products. So that's how I was actually able to get this. I think it must have been like a couple of days before it went on general sale. And again, it's always worth signing up to these things. You don't get harassed by like emails and things like that, so that's pretty good. So by looking at everything, I'm definitely looking really dewy. I don't know if it's I'm looking oily or if I'm looking a little bit kind of sweaty. If that's the word. That's horrible to say that, but this is definitely giving me a glow. I can definitely see a glow in my skin, and I think that is essentially what it is. I know you can obviously use this as a highlighter. I'm going to use a different highlighter today because I feel like I don't want to mix the two and not be able to see how it works. So I kind of think that this CC cream is like finished, which I'm kind of happy about because again, it's not one of my most favorite products. So I want to see how things work on top of this. So I'm going to go in now with my Elf putty blush. So I'm going to use one of their more recent luminous ones. I can't remember what this is called because here we go, it's Scent Barts. So I'm pretty sure recently they never used to have the sticker on the side, and now this one on here is much bigger, so I can actually tell you guys what it's called because I don't bloody remember myself. But I like to add a lot of blush basically, and these are also very illuminating, so I'm going to look really dewy today and look a little bit a bit like I've been running a bit of a marathon, even though I'm never going to do that, but you can still tell it's got quite a like dewy look to it, which I do like occasionally. Again, it's not my favorite look because I like to look quite mattified, but I guess for testing out this product, because obviously its main purpose is to give you that dewy kind of wet look, I still feel like it's doing quite a good job, and it's not really done anything to my top lip. I do have my window open, so I guess that's a little bit of the noise, but it's giving me a bit of like a fresh air, so that's totally fine. Yeah, we're looking totally fine. I'm actually going to powder things down now to see how it works. So I'm going to use my MUA translucent powder. Like, I've had this for so long that the bit has just like come off, but it's fine. I'm just going to use just like my powder. I'm going to set everything down and then we'll see how it looks, because if it stays glowy or if it does mattify down, this powder is quite mattifying as well, but again, like sometimes it might not work towards certain dewy products, but we're looking all right. I'm not looking too sweaty. So yeah, everything's looking fine so far. It's kind of settled down quite well. I'm now going to go in with a highlighter. I'm going in with my Elf little duo, and I think they still do these. I hope they do because they're really good. And I've actually hit pan on this one. I think this is lychee. Yeah, this one's a bit of a deeper one for me, but I do like how this looks on my skin as well. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit. I kind of don't feel like I need to do my eyeshadow on camera and my lips on camera, so I feel like I'll do that off camera just to save a bit of time, and then we'll be back for my final thoughts. Okay, this is my finished look, and I guess everything I use I always mention in the description anyway, but let's talk about this filter liquid foundation thingy. It's a bit difficult for me to kind of describe what it's like after just using it once, but then not like, it doesn't help that I use the foundation that would like run out, so I guess, you know, I would always want to do like equal parts, to be honest, so I would have like half foundation and half the filter to kind of blend it all together. But looking at everything, I'm looking really glowy and a bit dewy, and I do quite like that. So if that's something you're looking for, this is definitely a more affordable version of the Charlotte Tilbury one, because I think that is probably about £50 or something. I'm not about that life. I think this is about £14-15, which again, Elf are not like they're drugstore, like, you know, Superdrug and Boots prices, but they're not like super duper affordable. They're not revolutionary or anything. When it comes to Elf, they kind of like have a decent price range, and I do feel like you get a lot of product in this, and because when you bring out the doe foot, you only get a little bit as well, but I do feel like you do get a lot for your money. So I am definitely gonna look forward to using this again. Let me know if you've picked it up, if you've used it as a highlighter, if you've used it for anything else. I don't think it would really work for me as like just a foundation because my skin is so pigmented. I don't think it would like completely like cover it all. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and I hope you guys are doing very well, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.